Welcome to Stoic Meditation. In today's video, we will discuss about the behaviors of someone who is unsatisfied in life. Most philosophers agree that happiness is the ultimate human pursuit, and the great ancient Greece philosopher Epicurus agrees. But what sets him apart is how he doesn't believe in indulgence. While the other philosophers think happiness is found in excessive pleasure, Epicurus believed in the joy of simple living. And perhaps we can take a page out of his book, because if you're not satisfied with life, maybe you've been too engrossed with enjoying things in excess instead of choosing to live life simply. So if you're wondering if you're someone who's unconsciously dissatisfied with the life you're living, these behaviors that I will discuss might give you the answer you're looking for. 1. They constantly seek external validation. People who are unsatisfied with their lives often look for external validation to fill the void within them. They tend to rely heavily on others' opinions and approval to feel good about themselves. Whether it's incessant social media posting, constant need for reassurance, or an insatiable desire for recognition, these actions are typically a cry for validation. People who feel unsatisfied may struggle with self-esteem issues. They often gauge their self-worth based on how others perceive them rather than understanding their inherent worth. Seeking external validation also stems from a lack of self-acceptance. These people may find it challenging to accept themselves as they are, leading them to seek affirmation from others to feel validated. However, this pattern of seeking external validation can be draining and often leads to disappointment. It's because the validation derived from others is fleeting and inconsistent in nature. If this is you, you might benefit more from focusing on self-acceptance and realizing that the only validation they need is from within. After all, true satisfaction comes from being content with who you are, regardless of what others think or say. 2. They often indulge in negative self-talk. Another common behavior among those who are unsatisfied in life is the tendency to indulge in negative self-talk. These people often have a harsh inner critic that constantly belittles and undermines their self-worth. This internal dialogue usually manifests as thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," which only reinforce feelings of dissatisfaction. This internal dialogue usually manifests as thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," which only reinforce feelings of dissatisfaction. This negative self-talk often stems from a place of fear or perceived inadequacy. It's the person's way of trying to protect themselves from potential failure or disappointment, but in reality, it only serves to perpetuate their dissatisfaction with life. This negative chatter can be incredibly damaging as it directly impacts a person's self-esteem and overall mental health. It can lead to feelings of hopelessness, anxiety, and depression, further exacerbating their dissatisfaction with life. Countering this negative self-talk with positive affirmations can be effective. The process involves consciously replacing negative thoughts with positive ones to foster a healthier mindset. Ultimately, it's about learning to be kinder and more compassionate towards oneself, realizing that everyone has strengths and weaknesses and that no one is perfect. A shift in perspective can significantly enhance life satisfaction. 3. They struggle to find joy in the present. People who are unsatisfied in life often struggle to find joy in the present moment. They may be constantly lost in either past regrets or anxiety about the future, which prevents them from fully appreciating what's right in front of them. This constant state of discontent can lead to a feeling of being stuck, as they're unable to progress from their past or plan for their future due to their dissatisfaction with the present. These people may benefit from incorporating mindfulness practices into their daily routine. By learning to focus on the here and now, they can start appreciating life's simple pleasures and find satisfaction in everyday moments. 4. They tend to compare themselves with others. Another common behavior among those who are unsatisfied with their lives is the tendency to compare themselves with others. Whether it's about career progression, physical appearance, or personal achievements, they constantly measure their worth against other people's successes. But such comparisons often lead to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. It's because they're comparing their behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel, leading to unrealistic expectations and further dissatisfaction. Focusing on personal growth and setting individual goals rather than comparing oneself with others. Remembering that everyone has a unique journey can help foster self-acceptance and satisfaction with one's own life. 5. They feel unfulfilled despite achievements. One telling behavior of individuals who are unsatisfied in life is that they often feel unfulfilled, even after accomplishing their goals. These people have a tendency to chase after success, believing that their next achievement will bring them the satisfaction they crave. And once they attain their goal, they find that the happiness it brings is fleeting, and they quickly set their sights on the next objective. This constant pursuit of success can lead to a cycle of dissatisfaction, as they're always striving for something more and never taking the time to appreciate what they've already achieved. Feeling unfulfilled despite achievements often stems from placing too much emphasis on external accomplishments and not enough on internal growth and contentment. 6. They avoid taking risks. People who are unsatisfied with their lives often display a strong aversion to taking risks. They prefer to stay within their comfort zones, fearing that stepping out might lead to failure or disappointment. This fear of unpredictability can lead to stagnation and a lack of growth, which in turn fuels their dissatisfaction. Why is this? Because avoiding risks also means missing out on potential opportunities for success and self-improvement. Taking calculated risks can lead to personal growth, new experiences, and the chance to overcome challenges, all of which can contribute to a more satisfying life. 7. They struggle with expressing their feelings. People who are unsatisfied in life often have difficulty expressing their feelings. They may suppress their emotions or avoid discussing their feelings due to fear of vulnerability or rejection. This lack of emotional expression can lead to feelings of isolation and misunderstanding, further fueling their dissatisfaction. Suppressing emotions can also lead to increased stress and anxiety, both of which can negatively impact a person's overall well-being. Why? Because learning to express your feelings in a healthy manner can lead to better interpersonal relationships and a greater understanding of oneself. This emotional openness can be a significant step towards feeling more satisfied in life. 8. They often feel overwhelmed. Those who are unsatisfied with their lives often feel overwhelmed by their responsibilities or by the sheer pace of life. They may struggle to cope with stress and find it difficult to balance work, personal life, and self-care. The constant feeling of being overwhelmed can lead to burnout, which further fuels their dissatisfaction. When this happens, you can try incorporating stress management techniques, such as mindfulness and regular exercise. This can help manage feelings of overwhelm. Prioritizing tasks and setting realistic expectations can also contribute to a more balanced and satisfying life. 9. They harbor resentment. People who are unsatisfied in life often harbor resentment, either towards themselves or others. They may hold on to past mistakes, grudges, or perceived injustices, which can lead to a cycle of negative emotions and dissatisfaction. This resentment can act as a barrier to personal growth and happiness. So how do you ease the resentment you've harbored? Practice forgiveness. Letting go of past hurts and forgiving oneself or others can pave the way for healing and a more satisfied existence. 10. They neglect their own needs. Lastly, people who are unsatisfied with their lives often neglect their own needs. They may prioritize the needs of others above their own, or ignore their physical, emotional, or mental health. This self-neglect can lead to a decrease in well-being and an increase in dissatisfaction. In conclusion, it could be a matter of perspective. The complexities of human behavior and emotions are deeply intertwined with our individual perceptions of life. For those who find themselves continually unsatisfied, the issue may not lie entirely in their circumstances, but rather in their perspective of them. Renowned psychologist Dr. Albert Ellis once said, "The best years of your life are the ones in which you decide your problems are your own. You do not blame them on your mother, the ecology, or the president. You realize that you control your own destiny." This quote holds profound significance for those struggling with dissatisfaction. It suggests that satisfaction in life may not always be about changing our circumstances, but changing our mindset towards them. Remember that it's never too late to shift your perspective and embrace change. Whether it's silencing the harsh inner critic, starting to express your feelings more openly, or learning to find joy in the present moment, each step can lead you closer to a more satisfying life. We hope you found this video insightful and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed it and want to dive deeper into the world of Stoic philosophy, don't forget to like and subscribe.